Hybridization in vegetable crops obviously has been the trend in the United States for 20, 30 years and obviously predates my career. And in fact, most of the, let's say, Western vegetable types that we commonly eat in the US and Europe are hybridized and sold as hybrid products. I think the marketplace has accepted that because it's brought better products to market, products with additional disease resistance, some additional yield potential. So, the whole history of hybridizing crops has been very, very positive. What's really stopped the last few species that we think of in a normal US diet, something like lettuce or green beans, has been just the technical issues that are intrinsic to the crop and to that species. The way they cross-pollinate. Lettuce, for example, pollinates itself. It pollinates itself very quickly on a certain day at a certain time for each individual flower. So trying to find methodologies and techniques to make the cross-fertilization when the crop itself really wants to self-pollinate is a big technical challenge. Now that challenge has been solved in other crops like the brassicas through male sterility and things like that. So it's really a technical challenge in that sense. I think internationally there's many, many markets that don't use hybrid crops. And these are typically less developed markets where local seed companies or individual growers have been saving their seed and they've relied on open pollinated seed. I think as those markets develop, the natural trend is for them to adopt hybrid varieties relatively quickly because of the additional value that those have for the grower. For instance, disease resistance. If you have a hybrid, you can have disease resistance of different kinds in both parentage, both the male and the female. Then when you make the cross to have a hybrid crop, you brought those disease resistances from both parents. And that really gives the grower another tool in his bag to produce good quality crops, reduce the sprays and that sort of thing. So I think there'll be a natural trend in markets as they become more developed to adopt hybrid crops. And so in that sense, I think there's a relatively rapid adaptation of hybrid crops as the markets become more developed.